I am Chris Blash, and I am a co-founder of GenderedLandscape. And GenderedLandscape is a do tank and think tank working on gender and urban planning. 3 years ago, we took part in a consortium called Les Monumentales, which chose the name because we were dealing on plazas that were around big monuments, and we put a big E at the end of monumental to introduce the fact that we were also concerned about gender. The project was initiated by the city of Paris, who was redoing 7 of its plazas, and we got to work on Place du Panthéon in Paris. We did observing, we did a lot of we took a lot of documentation also on the dynamics around the Place du Panthéon, even in history, to figure out what was going on, what was this site, what was the site telling us. The site told us a lot of things in terms of memory, first of all, because we knew that the Panthéon is very symbolic. At the frontispiece of the Panthéon, you can read Aux grands hommes la patrie reconnaissante, which means to big men, the country is thankful. By using this, you can see that women disappear all of a sudden. And even though this is a very mixed neighborhood, we have universities, we have schools, we have also a lot of tourists coming to the monument. We could still feel that women would not use the space in the same way that men would do. For instance, you could see that women would be, if they were going to eat outside, they would be more looking for small corners. They would find, places where they were not necessarily be seen, but where they could watch and see what was going to happen around them. So we checked all of these things. We also ran some workshop, and they would, tell us what they felt about the monument, what they felt about public space, and so we collected a lot of information that helped build the project. We fed a lot of information that we shared with our partners, especially the architects, and we introduced a lot of elements. First of all, that we knew about that would help create a more shareable space, more inclusive space, such as, first of all, a diversity of urban furniture, different type of configuration, first of all, in the space, and also shape of urban furniture. So we had created some kind of alignments of small benches, which were also linked to the reuse of elements that were also in our contract. These small benches are made with stones that are from the corners of the pavements in Paris. And then we created platforms, and these platforms come in different shapes. One is called a wave, some have more shape of like a place where you can rest, but it's not, regular. And then we also had regular benches that we created. And this way, it creates the possibility for everyone to sit in different situations. You can enjoy the space on the larger platforms. When the wave I was mentioning, people could lie on it or sit, with a crowd, or we could see kids running over the platform sometimes in the evening. So you find multi-usage. We wanted this place, this outside of the Panthéon, to be a place where women could be celebrated. As you may know or not, the Panthéon building, mostly it's men celebrated there. And we wanted not only women to be celebrated, but women to be celebrated outside, because the outside, the public space, is not the place where women are always welcome or always find their legitimacy. So we felt that it was very important not only that we push the fact that they would be more represented, but they would be represented on the outside. What was very important for us was also that memory work done on the Place du Panthéon was achieved by women artists. So we solicited Claire Courdavaux, who is a street artist, to do the work, and she worked with 4 other street artists that she knew for women. We only had one man who came. He was doing some elements are covered with gold, and Claire asked him to do it with a dress. So all the time he was doing the gold thing, he was wearing a dress. we wanted also the representation of these women to be as diverse as possible. And we wanted it to be international, we wanted it to be intersectional, we wanted it to be cross-cultural. And but overall, this is what we achieved. So we have a person representing the arts, artists like Kahina, or people who would be representing very different cultures. So we also have queer artists represented. I'm thinking of Jeanne Cordova, for instance. We have artists or celebrities represented from Asia, from Africa, from South America. So it was very important to represent just about everyone, and to make sure to show that women are not one homogeneous category, but we are very different, from very different backgrounds, from very different cultures, and we could all be represented there. The fact that it provides diversity, it provides a possibility of using the space differently. Although we are in a very urban, mineral part of the city, it creates the context of a park. It can be used by many groups of different people without having a preemption or the overuse by one specific group, but really a mix of people.